Hi and Jambo Jambo. Today I want us to talk about a topic that should be dear to everyone with young child, or if you are an early childhood educator, this is why your work is so important, and this is literacy. Before you tune me out, I want to read you a statistics which should scare anyone, including you and I. By the time the child is 18 months, the vocabulary gaps start being felt. By the time the child is 3 to 4 years old, their vocabulary, attention, and general knowledge is the best predictor of what they will do when they get to third and fourth grade. Yeah, you heard that right. By the time they are in third grade, their reading ability, their comprehension is the best predictor of what will happen during their high school graduation. That is from First Things First website. It should scare everyone. And that is why I want to talk about it now, especially to those of us who are in early childhood education, to know how important our work is, how we interact with the children, and how we talk. I am saying that with confidence because I have taught high school before I taught young children. So I know the connection between the two. So the question is, how can we become proactive, especially when you're interacting with the children? One of the things you can do is to talk to the children as young as their babies, like they understand everything you're telling them. Use complete sentences. Yes, use simple, straightforward, specific words when you're speaking to them, but speak to them like they understand. They may not talk back to you, but they are taking those nuances and you're helping their brain develop those neurons. Repeat whatever it is that you're saying. The second thing you can do is to talk while you're showing them what it is that you're talking about. If when you're feeding them, you're holding the bottle, talk about that bottle. When you're changing their diaper, talk to them, interact, drive the conversation, not when they're listening. Serve them, also receive from them. Teach them how to listen so that they can be able to get it by you listening. The third one is talk a lot like it is your job. Talk. Keep talking. Receive, listen, and then talk more. And repeat again. When you're doing something, whatever it doesn't seem relevant, still talk. Now, this I don't recommend, but it has become normal, at least from the time of COVID. Most of us were interacting with our relatives through screen time. If you must let your child have screen time, do it with them. Part of the benefit of this is because you're going to be able to pause, emphasize, have materials with you. If you're talking about shapes, the numbers, they can touch, they can feel. I know Miss Rachel is one of the most important personalities in early childhood education in YouTube. And when you're watching, it is important you do it with your child. The other one is sing. This tip I was given by a social worker. I was told that music has a different cadence in our brain. And children receive that information. Part of it is because most of the time the music is happy music. Children will know the ABC even before they know what an A is. Sing, rhyme, repeat. Do it with joy. When I'm giving instructions, I sing instructions. We are going or cleaning up. They really come across like something joyful and something that is attractive to the children. The more they hear, Lily, the more they remember the words. The other one is reading. Start reading as early as children are babies. These days there's textures, books, they can feel them, see them, and they can hear. When you're engaging more than 3 senses, the children are more likely to understand, know, experience what you're trying to tell them. It is so important that you let them touch, you let them feel, and you do it with them. It is also part of the children feeling undivided attention when you're doing it with them. Give them the materials. When they are eating A for apple, they are tasting the apple, they are feeding it, they are touching it, they are seeing it, they can hear you pronounce it. Encourage curiosity, giving positive reinforcement. Because children have the propensity to do what adults and those who they think they care about them, they want to hear. So when you're talking to that child, give them that boost of positive reinforcement. It is so important. Remember, when you're talking to the children, make sure that this tune in the tone of your voice, which is so important when you're talking and speaking to children. Remember, most of the time they're not listening more, they're looking at you to model that behavior. So if you're screaming, if you're angry, they are seeing that, and that is what they'll mimic. So it is so important. Remember to include this video in how important the tone of your voice when you're speaking, because today we have talked about talking, and most of the time you will give that vocabulary. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what it is that you do to curb this, and see you in the next video.